So my name is Electronics, and I am a beat maker, music producer, singer-songwriter, film composer, filmmaker, and entrepreneur, and I produced the music for Ocean Friends. And I also co-wrote it and co-directed it with my partner in life, partner in passions, my soulmate, Nicoletta Marangu. No one really. There's like been, a whole heap of artists that I've grown up loving throughout my life. And it was a combination of all of those artists and really just my love of music and sound and curiosity was really what inspired me to want to learn about it and pursue it. In the beginning, I think I was motivated by a lot of kind of unloving and selfish desires, and I didn't realize it at the time, but it was covering over a lot of my pain, my need to be heard, my, addictions to wanting attention. And really, I just wanted to make myself feel better. Like I was like a lot of, I think, young people when they start out doing music, it's all about, I want to get rich and famous. So I think I started out with a lot of those, unloving desires and addictions. And then as I began to work on myself, those desires shifted. And now I'm motivated more to really engage and express my true personality in the world, who I am, as a creative being, an artist, and someone who loves to tell stories. And really, I wanted to discover my soul, who my soulmate was. I knew that by engaging my passions, I would be led to my soulmate, or my soulmate would be drawn to me. And also to really develop a relationship with God and get to discover who God is, because God knows me and knows who I am. And so I want to engage this relationship so I can know more about me. It's tough going throughout the world without knowing who you are and, without really connecting to your true purpose in life. And so that's why I want to, why I'm inspired to continue to embrace my passion of music and just purify those desires and keep learning and growing. Fun, upbeat, happy, joyful, makes you want to dance, and it also shares important messages as well. It's not just about, putting out music that makes you want to bop, but it's also about, for me, putting out music that shares a message and that hopefully educates and, helps humanity to heal, like to discover the way to healing and the way to working through errors and an unloving condition. It's really blackfella style. Just get in and have a go. Like, see what comes up, like just get in. And in the beginning, it was just like, get in and have a go. But like, I will say there are some, techniques and processes. Like, I really start out with some chords to begin with and a melody, and then I'll add the beat in. And yeah, so all about experimenting, being like a child and having fun with it, Like, I really sometimes don't have any idea of what, I want to create. I might like have a direction, like I want to create obviously tropical. Let's say I want to create tropical house. So I know I've got to go and find some plucky chords, you know, that I've never used before, or a plucky sound and create some cool plucky chords. I know I've got to go in and get some vocals and make some really cool melodies out of them. So, obviously there's a lot more to it, but that's just a couple of examples. Yeah, everything's kind of like more a natural like progression for me. Like, I never really go in going, okay, I want to tell this story, I allow the process to happen naturally. So I allow myself to just experiment with making something. And then, for example, with, my album release, and I started like gravitating towards tropical house music. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to make an album then of tropical house songs that I love. We think of tropical house, you're out in the beach or somewhere, naturistic with lots of palm trees and stuff like that. So then the message kind of evolves. Well, I want to tell a story about Earth, I want to tell a story about nature. I want to tell a story about nature's beauty and all of those sorts of things, and animals and everything connected to the Earth. So for me, it's more of a natural progression when I create. And yeah, I couldn't think of anything worse than trying to force something to come into existence, because I think whenever I try to do that, when I go, okay, this is the message and this is how the song's going to turn out, it never turns out how I want it to turn out. So I may as well just like create and then allow the story to kind of come to me in terms of what I feel the concept should be.